Hey everyone and welcome back. Today we are doing a bronzy affordable drugstore prom makeup tutorial. I'll leave the latest one that I did one a couple of weeks ago. I'll leave that in one of these corners, but today I wanted to use all affordable makeup, all drugstore makeup. I think when I added it up it did come underneath £100, which for a whole full face I don't think is that bad. And not only is this prom tutorial all drugstore makeup, I know that you guys are going to have similar or the same products at home already. I really hope that you do enjoy it. Please let me know if you do down in the comments below and give it a big thumbs up as well. And if you are new here, then hello, my name is Zoe and this is my YouTube channel and you can subscribe if you want to. So the first thing that I'm going to do is spray my face first just to prep. This is the primer water from Primark. I'll have plenty of that. I'm going to start with eyes first today because we are using a loose pigment later on, so I don't want that to drop down on my foundation or anything. Plus my eyes are super red at the moment because I do have hay fever. It hates me at the moment, but my eyes aren't too sore, they're just a little bit red. So we're going to use the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define to prime the eyes. So I'm taking that on a flat brush and I'm just patting that all over the lid. Even though this is a drugstore makeup tutorial, I still want it to be really glam and super full coverage and things, so I'm just going to pat this on all over the eye. Don't be scared to sort of blend outwards. You want it to sort of blend out into nothing, and then just roughly, really lightly buffing up towards the brows. So now we've got that base, we're not going to set that in place, we're going to go straight in with the eyeshadows. The first eyeshadow that I'm going to use is actually not an eyeshadow, it's actually a bronzer. This is from Rimmel, this is the bronzer we're going to be using later on. I'm just taking that on a fluffy brush and this is going to be our transition shade. This might actually be a little bit big, let's use this one. I'm just going to use this little one instead. And I'm just starting in the middle and just working side to side. I actually have no idea what I'm doing with this eye makeup. I've got a slight picture in my head, but when I do that it never ends up looking the way that I imagined it. I do want it to be quite rounded, so I'm blending it quite rounded up and over like that. I'm not blending it out too far like we do when we do a winged eyeliner. Now I've got the shape of the transition, I'm going to take more on my brush and instead of blending up this time I just want to deepen the colour right into the crease. So I'm literally just going backwards and forwards with the same colour. So next we're going to move on to an actual eyeshadow palette. We're going to be using the NYX Warm Rust palette, which looks like this, and we're going to be mainly using that one at the top right there and then that more bronzy one at the bottom. So on a little smaller brush I'm going to take that shade at the top, that one is matte, and we're going to use that to deepen up the crease a bit. And I don't want to use too many eyeshadows for this makeup look because I do want to keep it really easy. So this we're just going first back and forwards into the crease, just getting the colour down first. And I'm also going to take this a little bit on the outer part of the lid. And then once you feel like you've got enough colour down to start with, take the brush that you used to apply the bronzer and just blend those two together. If you feel like you need to take a bit more bronzer on your brush, just do that, just go over the edges. So like I am, as I'm blending I'm locking down into a mirror so I can see what I'm doing, but as you go along just keep making sure that you look up and look straight into a mirror so you can see what it looks like head on, and then you can see where you maybe want to add a little bit more or blend a little bit more away. Now before we apply the lid colour, I've still got a little bit of that concealer on the back of my hand. So I'm just going to rub the tiniest amount just onto my finger and then just pat that all over the lid. And I'm going to take that bronzy tone there, it's got a little bit of like a purpley undertone to it. It's really shimmery as well, so we're going to pat that all over the lid. And then over the top of that I'm going to use this coppery bronzy eye pigment. This is from Primark. It came in a set of 3. I think they were only like £4 or something, but they're so pretty. So I'm just going to place a bit of glitter glue just over the lid first. And then taking some of the pigment on a little brush and just patting it on. And then just to line the top lash line, I'm just going to take a little bit of black eyeliner. You can use any black eye pencil. I'm taking it on a little flat brush and just swiping it along, and then just pressing that right into my lash line. I've applied my lashes and mascara. For mascara, I've used the Lash Paradise from L'Oreal, and for lashes, I've used the Doll Lash in style Frankie. I saw these in Topshop the other day and I just picked them up. They are super massive, but they feel really comfortable. They don't feel heavy or anything like that. I'm going to move straight on to foundation now, and for foundation I'm using the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. This is my everyday foundation, but I also like it for more nights out because you can build this up to a super full coverage. So to get a really full coverage, I'm first going to start applying it with a brush, and I'm literally, like you would with your beauty blender, just bouncing it over the skin. And I'll also probably need to go down on my neck with this as well because I did forget to tan last night. So this is a little bit too warm for my skin at the moment. Then I'm going to just take any excess that's left over just on my beauty blender and then just make sure there's no harsh lines. Just press that all into the skin. And for concealer, I'm using the same Makeup Revolution concealer, and even this is now my everyday concealer. And then when we just get closer to the eye, I'm taking that same brush that we used to apply the concealer to the lid and just lightly pressing that in. And to set the concealer in place, I'm using the Insta Fix and Matte from Rimmel. I'm just going straight in with my beauty sponge first. I'm going to bronze up my skin with the Milani Baked Bronzer. This is an illuminating bronzer, so it'll just help just bring a little bit more definition and glowiness to the skin because obviously we've applied that powder. Now it's gone quite matte. And then to contour, I'm going to use the exact same bronzer that we used before. Now for the under eyes, I'm taking that exact same bronzer and smoking this all along the lower lash line. And back into the eyeshadow palette, I'm going back in with that one. Then align with the black liner. Highlight, I'm going to use the Sleek Solstice palette, and I'm going to use that more orangey one. I'm going to do the inner corners of the eye first, and any excess of that just to the top of my brow. I'm going to use a bit of that on the cheeks as well. So for lips, I'm first going to line and fill them in with this lip pencil from NYX. This is in the shade Toluse. And over the top of that, I'm going to use this liquid lipstick from Revlon. It's a liquid lipstick, it's matte, but it's got a metallic finish, so it's a little bit different than wearing a gloss. And it's in the shade 690. Okay guys, so that completes my bronzy, affordable drugstore prom makeup tutorial, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you did down in the comments below, and please give it a big thumbs up as well and subscribe, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!